I was chief engineer on the Australian ships. Day-to-day life. Oh dear. It varied from day to day whether you're going in and out of port, whether you're in port, at sea. The best place to be was at sea, of course, when everything ran smoothly and didn't have to worry about all the other little problems that go on. I retired when the ship finished up, because the ship I was on was actually going to scrap. So just before it left Australia, I changed the crew and I changed, and when it changed from the ship then, I retired when that happened.
All aboard, the train is ready to depart. For your safety, stay seated at all times with arms inside the car and don't lean out. Enjoy your ride.
The club's the Sunshine Coast Railway Modeller Society, and it's been going for over 30 years. And we have our track is on the Petrie Park at the end of Florence Street in Nambour, which we lease from the we have a license from the council to run there. And once a month we run a public day when all the public are invited to come and have a run around the track. And once around the track is 900 metres, so it takes about 6-7 minutes to get round. We have different types of trains running round, different locomotives, and young and old enjoy it. And now we're sometimes getting the second or third generation coming back to have a ride on the train.
I think it's a great idea, yeah. And like we've already seen since last year, just the little differences that they've made to the grounds, and to see them tinkering on some of the trains looks like a lot of fun. Do you want to work on the trains as well?
You can see that a number of people really are motivated to get up and take part in something that's important to them. They have a sense of community, they work with friends and family, and they also get together on a regular basis.
Good with the actual kids as well. They're always very accommodating no matter whatever the circumstances. Yeah. We've been coming here since when my brother was like a toddler, so I'm pretty sure and he was 27.
Okay, then on the community days, people start arriving about 7:30 or 8 in the morning. Quite often it's the people who have steam trains, things that have to take a bit of starting up. Some people come early because they just want to, and they'll start putting out all the tables and chairs for our own benefit, because we have our own tea and coffee, the selling of tickets, and also for the sausage sizzle we have. We put up various signage around the place. We put out the signal lights and the levers for changing the points. And then we also start bringing out the various trains. Say the steam trains are usually the first ones to get started because they take a bit longer to start. In the meantime, people will arrive. The club has its own steam trains. We have 2 of them, but also the personal ones. So we have unloading equipment to unload from your trailer or van, whatever means you bring it on. Put it onto the tracks. We put it into what's known as a steaming bay. And some people like to do various things that the locomotives before they start. Once you're ready, no matter who you are, you put it onto the turntable and put it onto the track. In the meantime, some other people will probably start unloading taking out of the containers, storage containers, the carriages, which we have 2 types, the straddle carriages and the gondola carriages. And depending what your locomotive is, what you can tow, what you can pull, we hitch an appropriate number of carriages or carriage to your locomotive. Make sure that the air's topped up on the brakes, and then you should be ready. Some people do a run around the track just to make sure everything's working correctly, and then you line up in the station for the first of the day's onslaught. We've had people who have been general fitters and lecturers, people who are electricians and had electrical firms, people who have been crane drivers, bulldozer drivers, truck drivers, I think some of the other people are farmers, things like that. Anyone who's interested, come along and see us. Well, my wife tolerates it. It also keeps me occupied too.
Have you got anything to say about the trains? What's the favourite thing about them? Are you going to make the noise? Choo choo!